Afghan journalist Bilal Sarwary joins me. Thank you, sir, for coming back. And as we look back over the 3 years, I want to take you back even further. You were covering the U.S. and Afghanistan going back very far for the BBC. Tell me, looking at where Afghanistan is today, and all the fact that we lost so many members of the military, so many injured, what did the U.S. gain from Afghanistan?
Well, the U.S. made massive investments in the last 20 years, but everything was lost when they simply signed an exit deal with the Taliban, sidelining the Afghan government, which was an allied government, and forcing its hand to release around 6,000 Taliban field commanders and leaders. If you really ask me, the only winner in this were the Taliban. They, from the very get-go, believed that they had a military victory. They spoke about it, and they actually practically fought for that. Today, my country is an open present for the Afghan women, is an open present for its people. The stifling of the voices are there in the Taliban, let's face it, or calling it the victory parade. I was just looking at a video which I posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, where the Taliban were proudly parading on motorbikes with those IEDs or roadside bombs, which remained the single biggest killers of Afghan civilians, sometimes killing entire families. From the Taliban's point of view, it is a victory. At the same time, Afghanistan lost, a country where women had some rights. Let's face it, there were issues in the country. Afghanistan was somewhat of a functioning state in that region in the world. Today, that is simply not the case, and the Taliban would like us to believe that everything is fine, that they have defeated the occupation forces, but they don't mind taking dollars from the United States and working with it when it suits them.
Explain, as a Western woman, it's really hard to understand, how the Taliban, how the men can, treat the women like that. I mean, they have mothers, they have sisters. I mean, but they make the women virtual prisoners, and it's so oppressive what they do to them. What is the thinking? I mean, that sort of justifies it in their own mind the way they treat these women?
Well, the Taliban have an ideological opposition to the women. The Taliban of the 1990s and the Taliban of 2024 are same. This was one of the arguments that fell on deaf ears when Afghan said, look, the Taliban have not changed. Some in the Western government, special envoys, some Western analysts, and those lobbying for it, they said, no, these are Taliban 2.0. These are the changed Taliban. Well, apparently not. Afghanistan is still, suffering at the hands of some of these harsh policies. I and millions of other Afghans, for once, would have liked a successful peace process, which never took place. A ceasefire, a successful peace process would have guaranteed a future. And yes, there would have been problems. Yes, Afghanistan on its own is a difficult country. Yes, even under the Republic, the women of Afghanistan were suffering. One has to be honest about that, but we could have worked towards a shared future. Instead, what happened, the United States handed over a military victory to the Taliban, and both President Trump and President Biden, I think, contributed massively towards that. But at the same time, the Afghan leaders and the politicians as an Afghan also failed me, because it was a massive miscalculation on their part as well. And today, who pays the price? Millions of Afghans, especially young girls and women, who see no future.
It's just terrible. Bilal Sarwary, thank you very much for joining me, sir.
Thank you for having me.